So this is for the kitchen herbs. And
so we've actually been digging out plants from here gently. Oh my god,
Looking like the person that planted it.
okay. So my client called me on this day to come check out her new garden. She had just moved into this beautiful estate and she was ready to set up her home garden. Exactly.
and then on that side,
Uh-huh.
proper kitchen garden, like
Oh,
vegetables.
Nice. Yes. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah. So this is for the kitchen herbs and like kitchen tomatoes, if we can. I don't know if we can, but peppers, water leaf, ugu.
Nice.
As much as we can get. So that's for this second half. So this third half rather. The first half is more maybe all those fancy herbs you always have. Basil. I'm thinking even I don't know if eucalyptus is not.
Eucalyptus.
All those fancy lemongrass.
Yeah, lemon balm, lemongrass.
All those things that you can. But then again, we need to be able to know how to identify them before we did some work around here.
Okay.
See that that's freshly dug out.
Yes,
They've
it
also
is.
been weeding and then packing all the
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I love this estate. Nice. And it begins. So this is the first day that we started working on this garden. We had to prepare the soil first, take out all these grasses, and then prepare the soil. This is it, guys, clearing up the grasses. So I had to take out the volume from the video because my guys had music playing in the background to keep them company and I didn't want any copyright infringement. So as we were taking out the grasses, I realized that some parts of the garden were waterlogged, and I asked my client if it takes a long time to really go down, and she said no. But I just wanted to play it safe, and I told my guys to make the beds higher. They should make ridges like this so that whatever we are going to plant later on will not drown from the water. I did not know how long the water stays in the ground or on the surface before going deep in the ground. So blending up some eggshells in my client's kitchen that I brought. Every time that I set up a garden, I have to add calcium to it, and since we're growing organic, we're using everything natural. So if you have a home garden or you're planning on having a home garden, I think you need to start saving up eggshells from now. These eggshells were stored up in bags, in 25 kg bags for a while. So I've had them for like 3 years, and every time I go to work, I must blend or take it to my client's garden to blend up. So this is how I apply eggshell powder to my soil, and after this, we just mix it together with a garden fork into the soil so it doesn't get washed up. And we are done. So after prepping the soil, the next step is to wait until the soil is ready. When weeds start coming out of the soil, that's when we know it is ready. And a few weeks later, the soil is ready. Weeds are all over the place, and we are finally ready to plant. So we have come along with some rice husks for mulching and also some sawdust. Meanwhile, meet my client's brother-in-law and her son. Hello! Look at his beautiful smile. Not be you at the video. You're not supposed to enter my video. So remember earlier in the video, I said that this place was, some of the areas were waterlogged and we didn't know how long they would stay on the surface of the soil before going in. So when we came here to plant, I noticed that this place was, if I just look at what is happening, you know, so thank God for the idea of the ridges. And if we hadn't done that, if we plant anything we plant here, we'll definitely drown. So we had to figure out a way to still plant on that section of the garden because there was no way I was going to leave that place without planting anything on that particular space. So after planting on some of the ridges, we decided to build a trellis for long beans, spinach, cucumber and ugu, aka fluted pumpkin. So this is where the fluted pumpkin, that is the ugu, is going to rest on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, so we had to come up with an idea to fill that place that had so much water on it with sharp sand, so that we don't, just to make the place, just so that it can look really nice and not breed mosquitoes or any other insects. So I decided to build a triangle trellis so we can manage space really well. As you can see, the garden is not so big. So after building the trellis, it was time for me to put the cucumber seeds in the ground. I didn't come with the cucumber seedlings. We were here till, see, it was getting late. It was already like 7:30. It was getting dark. My worker David was already tired. But I was so determined to finish the second stage of this garden, even if it means being here till 10 p.m. Now this is the part where it gets interesting. So a few weeks after planting, my client calls me and tells me that the estate doesn't like the fact that we are putting an edible garden in here.
Deep, make and go deep inside, so that the roots don't go hurt the root.
Good morning, man.
Good morning.
What are you planting?
We've planted already.
What is it that you planted?
Different things. Just that we want to remove the ones here and take it to the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
The estate manager said they would prefer to see grass instead of food. That is ridiculous if you ask me, and I was trying to avoid questions from anyone that I do not know. How can you want to grow grass instead of food? So my client said we should move some of the plants to the back, even though the back is still visible to outsiders, but we had to move some of the plants to the back. Harvested the lettuce, all of it, and squeezed some plants to the back as much as we could. So we've actually been digging out plants from here, taking out all of the plants here, okay, so that we can take it to the back. I was just thinking, while we were taking out all of these plants, well, we eventually did not take out some of the plants because my client was like they were too pretty to be out of this space. So we just took out some and left a few, like the kale, corylli. Okay, there's parsley there. I can see one plant here. I planted one here. So we're not removing this. We're definitely not removing that. Easy, gently. Oh my god! No. Good morning. Oh my god, my plants.
That one not spoil.
No worry. Just leave them. Leave them.
Cast.
Eh? No, not be everything I want come off for here.
I said that one don't cast.
This one?
Yeah.
No, not really. Not really. Don't worry, just put soil around it.
It's not affected, have
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
The way I go take chop and all the things where we go first from me.
We're going to harvest all of them. Let me see. Show me the colored ones.
Some kind things, so.
Show me the colored ones. Show me the colored ones. Nice. Wow. Beautiful. Tell me what you think. What do you think?
Superb. So sweet and natural.
You know.
Man. You pay me for advert. That's it now. You tell me go be. I don't go wash your face. These are the do all those ones. When I carry my face, go Insta blog.
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful.
Looking like the person that planted it.
Yay! Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god.
What you do here?
One thumb if I want. Come and move this one.
That's what I don't know.
You don't forget to be Igbo woman.
You go, Mama.
Full-blooded though.
Can say it again.
Yes, so you should be proud of your people.
Okay.
Say that they represent.
You deliver your polling unit, no worry.
Well.
My polling unit.
Beautiful.
No be weekend.
So after a few months, we are back, and this is right after the dry season. In fact, the dry season is still on, but because of the
No, they were
holidays,
not
they had to
watering, no.
travel and they had no one to care for the
Still
garden.
alive. See, this one is gone. That one is still alive. Nice.
Be careful.
Look at Fennel. Fennel is already bringing out
Flower.
So I'm happy to see that these plants thrived without them being around. And my guess is all that water that he had in the ground, it sustained the plants till they were back.
Oh,
See how big
green. The flower.
this one. This one is taller than
Oh my.
So her brother-in-law is back, and he sent me a video of the garden today, the plants that survived and the plants that are struggling and the ones that are dead, and I decided to come over to check them out.
Did you carry the shovel from that place? Yes, you pose like a photograph. Record is no hard though.
So I saw that the ugu was struggling a bit. Ugu loves water, but not too much of it. So I knew it would definitely survive the dry season. So have I mentioned that before they traveled for the holidays, they've been enjoying from their garden? And the dry season came with all sorts of pests and disease that got me back into this garden to show how they can manage it. And this was before they traveled. So when they traveled, I had this garden on my mind for a long time. I was there thinking about the garden, who is taking care of the garden, who is watering the garden. But then the brother-in-law got back and he just started watering immediately. Although the plants had survived it, some of the plants, like look at this ugu right here, I know that it was really thirsty and it needed some TLC. Anyway, so I had to trim off some of the ugu so that it can produce new shoots, and we also planted more ugu seedlings.
Let me grab this bag here. Look at all show all this.
They're the ones.
See, can you imagine? See all the ones there. Okay, so what you do here? So you get the shovel.
Okay.
This area now in between, you scrape from here because the soil here will be good. Do you get?
Yeah.
Then this, see this side.
Bye.
Yes. And then you just try and put it into.
Okay.
The celery is not doing bad, so we'll just take out the leaf. If I planted one. This one? Yes, now this is spinach. Look at it there. That one that survived there. This one. I beg this grass. We will try comot am.
Which grass?
This grass wey dey here.
What we do not put stone there.
Okay, yes. Okay, those stones, right?
No, it's that.
This one is what we call Oshionwu. So this part died off. And see, that's why it's not good to give up on some plants. And then next thing, the thing found its way back up by growing new shoots by the side. You see, kale is just a beautiful plant. Anyway, so we're going to allow this one. This one has no chance at all. So what we'll do is to cut from here, and then look at this one. This one is a coily kale. Just going to cut off. Okay, and look at this guy here too. This one is a brother to this one. We're just going to take out all the dead leaves. That's what we will do. All the dead leaves will go. See what's happening there. Such a beautiful plant. So we're also going to take this one out. So all these ones, see the empty this thing there. We're going to remove the grasses in there so that we can plant something there. Even this one too. Of course, because all the plants dried out. We have our deal that is going into seeds. This one is another peel. So yeah, that's okay.
Finish your water it.
Remove that plastic bottle, please. Not all of them, oh. Yeah, just. I beg, uproot this stonebreaker weed for me. I want to carry and go.
So notice how we're not allowed to take out all of the grass because this grass was creeping into the garden. We had to take out some of it and then use blocks for demarcations. That's why you can see that the front garden is filled with grass and also some veggies. So we're growing grass and veggies.
On the very strong plants. That's a very strong plant. And then see this other variety of curry. Like this is a different variety of curry. So the reason why I always remove the seeds is just so the plant can expand. So the more you remove the seeds, the more the plant expands. But if you leave the seeds, you're telling it that you don't want it to continue growing. So it will let these guys fall and produce new curry plants for you. So that's it. So this is a different variety of curry. I planted two varieties of curry leaf for her. So we're just, is it enough to make two lines? It's enough, okay. No, it can't be like that. No, that one can also can move. Yes, can be like that. Yeah. All right. The dead ones, all the leaves that are dead. Look at that. This plant also tried to survive. No water. You didn't water it, so now it will come out. I hope that they even ate out of it too. Please, we need knife. Please, let's ask for knife. You say cut am dey go na your own be that. That guy, yeah, very funny. So, alright. This celery, yeah, that is dried up like this. You poured enough water, right? Let's collect knife from them. Alright, thank you. Yeah? Trim them like this. Why they handle like machete? This pepper now will see space. But if you cut now, new growth will come out.
This one,
Okay, yeah. Okay, remember this. I remember this thing now. Oh yeah, cut these ones too. And then trim this one as well. See, this one is so tall, eh? This one has grown so tall.
Nothing matter.
Hmm?
See, I mean, you see they expand. See they expand.
Very
Last time, see they broad. And it was
okay.
still broad. Now, why this thing they do like this?
Yeah.
So you just say no go come out that one wey dey here.
Which one? Uproot.
Make it be just one.
Really? But your sister eats it now.
This one now no big enough.
No, I beg. Just in case. Just in case. I beg. She needs it. They will come back now. Huh? Listen, but I will ask her though.
By the time you cut, Sha. By the time you cut, you go down less. Now because it's big like this. But if you see that they chop and steady, you know they do like this.
Chevy.
Okay, maybe seed no go drop one time.
It must drop.
Don't they even drop it?
It must drop. Expect them to germinate. See, the thing don't. The thing has intimidated this pepper. The pepper no even green well. Alright, cut now. Cut, just trim. Yeah.
You see, call the chop within pepper supposed to. Yeah.
Ah.
You know if you transplant the pepper. See better green. Oh, you should try green.
See this one.
Yeah, green. I get say my house.
Also your mind here. You not force here. You can't force him.
Yeah, you're vegetable man.
Okay. Alright.
So
So let's trim off. Let's take some of this. Let's trim off the dead this thing here. Trim off this one as well. Let's remove the things. You can use it. So he's going home with some green because my client said they are not using, they won't use it now. So let me show you where the seeds are. I'm telling him that he can plant. So when you squeeze, this is where these black things are the seeds. So let's even just throw it somewhere here so that it can germinate. Alright. Hi.
Heat no kill
She-
inside motor.
Heat no kill am inside motor.
Why no put inside motor now?
You won't go now? Okay.
Okay, 2 hours time.
In 2 hours? Okay. Yeah, well. Alright. So this is the long beans so that we can save the seeds and plant another time.
So even with all the challenges that came with setting up this garden, we still pulled it off nicely, if you ask me. So it's a win-win for everybody. The estate gets their grasses grown, and then we still found a way to leave some food to grow along with the grasses. So we did a few fruit trees like conker berries, mulberries, and planted turmeric just by the corner. That's of the front, this side that is visible to the public. Anyway, I think this video is already too long and it is time for us to leave this garden. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe and like.